Howdy crew, I have some extra organization stuff for the upcoming craft fair. Let's get to it.
Howdy crew, I'm William Morris, President and CEO of the Welding Cowboy Corporation, certified licensed welder and owner-operator of a welding rig based out of Los Angeles, California. On here I'll be going over welding knowledge, what it's like to own and operate a welding rig, welding blueprints, welding math, welding equipment, and so much more. Welcome to the channel. I'm William Morris, the Welding Cowboy.
So as y'all have seen, if you've been watching for a while, that I do like keeping things fairly well organized. I like things having their own separate containers, everything being well organized at least as much as it can be. And that's gonna be the same thing. My best friend and I are doing a craft fair, as you might have seen in another vlog. It's gonna be coming up. So I'm super excited about it. We're gonna be selling some of the welded projects, well, some other things, and best friend is very good at crocheting. She's making some plushies, so they're really adorable, really cute. She does a fantastic job with them. So I bought an additional, let me get this extra thing out of the bag, Cowdy Tan little Molly backpack. It's not a big one, it doesn't have to be big, it's just to keep extra paperwork in, the credit card reader, all that good stuff, because I like keeping things separate. I have the ones in the rig, and they have all the paperwork needed for the rig. There's two different backpacks in there, everything's separated, nice and organized. This one's going to be for actually going to craft fairs, metal artwork places, if there's any of those going to be around, which I haven't found any. So basically right now my best friend and I are just going to be doing craft shows. We're going to be going to different ones, and we're doing it together as a team, which is a blast. And so this right here, it's pretty darn nice. It doesn't have to be huge. So this was, I think, $13 on Temu. So it wasn't expensive. I was very happy to get it. I mean, you can have all the paperwork you need, which is not much, in here. Anything extra that has to be stored in here when you're leaving. So just things to have on hand. If you have to have a vendor application, I always recommend to have an additional one printed out in any form of backpack. If you're taking briefcases, what have you, it's always good to have on hand in case there's an issue with one and they come ask you for another, or proof that you are supposed to be there, all that good stuff. Anything else that you need to have on hand at a craft fair or a craft show, just anything in the world. There's paperwork that's needed. I've been having to print out a decent amount of stuff and send things back and forth through email to the director of this craft show. So just, I want to have that stuff on hand in case there's any formalities that have to be solved that weren't solved prior to the show, anything like that. It's always good to have that kind of stuff on hand. Any electronics that you need to have, I don't want to be juggling those. My best friend and I do have different tote containers that we're taking the products in, but I don't want to be juggling the electronics around in that. So the card reader, the battery for the card reader, I'll have an external battery in case for some reason the internal battery dies. I just want to have that on hand. If you need to have anything else, just whatever you need, it can fit in here. It doesn't have to be huge. Obviously, if I find out that I need a bigger one, which I highly doubt, I will get a bigger one. This can be used easily somewhere else for the rig. But I just like things to stay organized. I want to be able to pick this up, go to the craft show, bring it back to the yard or to my house, and just put it somewhere, organize whatever has to be organized, take out anything that needs to be taken out, add anything that needs to be added, and it just be that. Not take everything out of this backpack because something else has to go in here, yada yada yada. And I can put little files in here. It's just nice and compact. I don't need to be huge, and it has little things, so if I need to fill out little stuff, or I need rolls for receipt paper for the credit card reader that I have, the terminal, it's perfect. I can fit all this stuff in here. Any little things that need to be stored away can be done in here, super easy. My best friend and I will just take this in, we'll have all of our stuff in here, and we're good to go. Then we just have our totes, so everything is nice and organized. We don't have to worry about anything. It just depends on craft shows. If we need to take several tables, we need to take a canopy of some sort, if we need to have this or that, but pretty much everything can just be stored away, super organized in totes and in this. Anything that's bigger than that, say canopy or several tables, that obviously is external of all totes in this, but anything small, I don't want to have to be worrying about put this in cup holders of the rig and trying to remember to take each little thing out and then set it down, move it around. I want to just be able to grab one thing. It has all the itty bitty little knickknacks that need to be grabbed and had on hand for any one reason or another. So anywho's, they're just super cheap. I really like these. I've gotten several of these before and they work fantastic. I've never had any issues with them, and I mean, zippers have never failed on me as of yet, and I've had some of these for a while. Obviously this is not heavy duty zippers like the Philbies, which I love Philbies, but yeah, if you get stuff from Temu that's super cheap, it's not going to be thrown around out in the dirt, dragged through the mud. This is just for taking things from the rig out onto a, let's just say, I don't know, a parking lot or a street that is closed off for a craft fair, craft show, or a parade that has vendors on the side. And then this just gets back in the rig, goes inside my house, or gets stored at the yard somewhere, so in the unit. So yeah, I'm very happy about this. It has plenty of room. It has all the little places to store extra pieces of paper. If I need files in here, got plenty of room for some files, pins, Post-its if I need to note things, small things on hand. And I'll show some small things that I will have. If some price tags are coming off and I need to add additional price tags, I can have these just in one of the little Ziploc things, or zippers here, and I can have them, if I think it's going to be wet, in a Ziploc bag, because I'd rather not have all these things get destroyed if it's for some reason out in the rain. You never know. So yeah, you can just store different things like this. The little stickers I've shown y'all before, the thank you for supporting my small business stickers, you know, anything like this. I don't want to be juggling all these and gotta remember to grab this, gotta remember to grab this. I just want it all in here and ready to go. So it opens up really good, as y'all can see, and you got good compartments for pins, small pads of paper. You can have your Post-its in one of these things here, and so you got plenty of room. And you know, it doesn't have to be expensive. Just because it's durable for what you need doesn't have to be durable to be dragged through the wilderness or anything like that. It just holds up well. It's compact. You can sling it over your shoulder. You can do whatever. You can, if it needs to be stuffed next to a table on asphalt or wherever, you don't have to worry about if it gets some scratches on it. It's not going to hurt it. So anyways, just ideas for y'all. I think it's really good. It's not expensive. I'm very happy with it. So yeah, that's today's vlog, and I'll see y'all in the next one.